welcome to Within the Stanzas, an original one-night-only film experience brought to you by the one and only Aidan Johnson. My name is Shawn Deninger, and I'm thrilled to be your host this evening. What you will be seeing tonight is unlike anything you've ever seen before. Here's a brief synopsis. A poet determines he must complete a piece of work he's been troubled with for months, only to discover there is more to his subject than words on a page. It's a breathtaking, unforgettable film that brilliantly meshes the both subtle quietness and raw, uncanny power for its ecosystems. And the entire production was written by, directed by, and stars Aidan. The music of the film is a major key point, with each piece selected by Aidan to convey the emotions and beauty of each environment portrayed. As well as that, Aidan will be playing all of the music you'll be hearing live. The 5 different musical selections for the soundtrack were selected by Aidan, as I said, and the idea for the recital has been in the works since Aidan's freshman year of high school. It's taken months to prepare, film, and execute, and he's so excited to share the final version with everyone. For me personally, I've been lucky enough to work with Aidan on many projects throughout my time at the school, including this one, and the thing I've come to realize and really see is the remarkable tenacity and unrelenting passion that he has for everything he sends his mind to. He's driven, honest, and absolutely brilliant in every way. He's taught me so much about art, about friendship, and above all else, has inspired me to be a better human being and to be a better man. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for my best friend, Aidan Johnson, and please enjoy the show. Please hold all the calls and hands, and yes, silence all electronic devices. So, thank you so much, and thank you for coming. Here's the first song. Romance by Mari Miura. Written and composed by Mari Miura in 1996, there was little known about this piece. To Aidan, romance is a piece that can be seen as an ode to love itself, as an ode to fleeting feelings of a past relationship, and as a desire for acquaintanceship, camaraderie, and for someone or something to love and to put every ounce of passion into. Please enjoy.
An attempt to come to terms with the future of our planet, an attempt to understand how we failed the world, and an attempt to define what we once called home. Now I truly do not know how I am to carry out this experiment. My procrastination has filled the world I live in with dust. If I don't act soon, I will begin to cough on mud. Perhaps this is the subject. The world is doomed. The skies are gray. The world is doomed. The colors are decaying. The world is doomed. The waters are polluting. The world is doomed. The animals are declining. The world is doomed. The humans are commuting. The world is doomed. We sweep these problems under the rug with a broom. The world is doomed. In a world where climate change is on the rise and smog increasingly fills the skies, what must be done to save it? We can clean the beaches, we can clean the landfills, we can clean the cars, we can clean the sites, we can clean final question, one final query, one that every human must ask at one point or another, in great remorse, or great retorts. When the skies were once so blue, how can I make it up to you? Even if it takes weeks, I will not leave this room until this poem is complete. Until this exercise, this experiment is over. I will go without food or drink and any form of connection to the outside world will be cut off, silenced. This poem will be complete, and I will be finished, forever content with myself, and most importantly, I will find the words to make it up to you, even if it's the last thing I do.
The Holy Well by Peter Graham. Commissioned for the 1997 National Brass Band Championships, The Holy Well is one of the most famous of many pieces found within Peter Graham's On the Alderley Edge. On the Alderley Edge presents a musical portrayal of the North Cheshire village of the Alderley Edge, which is dominated by vast 600-foot forests, as well as landmarks as Stormy Point, the Devil's Grave, and the Wizard's Well. The Holy Well serves as the spell-binding centerpiece to a grand journey through
Sweep
history.
these problems under the rug with a broom. The world is doomed. I was ill-equipped to capture this subject. Broom with doomed? When did I write this? What was I thinking? Was I? Am I equipped to tackle this now? I don't know. But it's necessary. Where must I begin? Rise, push, pull. With each rhythmic change in the water surface, the world shifts. Push, pull. The waters connect nations, connect peoples, connect time zones, connect humans. Rise. Ecosystem of shifting colors, where animals survive in an environment man could not. So we thrive on exploring their blue world, on discovering the deepest depths of the darkest darkness, on identifying each and every creature, on defining their alienistic features, and lounging upon the sandy clouds that edge their atmosphere. To every grain of sand is a story of triumph, of defeat, of history, the history of time, of us, of earth. Whoosh. Humans divorce humans, disconnect time zones, divide nations. The moment we evolved from the murky deep was the moment we separated from the connection that linked us together, and the moment we realized from the dissociatedness. It was too late. Oh, too late for change, too late for beach cleanups, too late for saving animals from soda can yolks, too late for stopping the plastic particles from sliding down their esophagus, too late for unspilling oil into the ocean, too late for ceasing the rise of tides, too late for chilling of the glaciers, too late for altering the history of today's sands, too late for change. Rise. Fall. Push. The earth's waters are a holy well. The holy well giveth liberally, never seeking return in investment. The holy well allows any person to drink
Ordner Seg by Øystein Baadsvik. Composer Øystein Baadsvik is a world-renowned Norwegian tuba player, known for propelling the capabilities of the instrument and the art form of performance. Ordner Seg, also known as It'll Be Alright, was written when Baadsvik in his hometown of Norway was cooking and saw the sunrise for the first time that year in February. The piece is melodic and soft, much like the rays of sunshine breaking through clouds after a long gray winter. It gives off the feeling of hope and warmth on a cold, foggy day.
My body has thirsted for the outside world for far too long. How long has it been? Am I so starved of the natural sun and of the natural air that my body has begun to hallucinate? I knew these things to be vital to my survival, but not to this extent. And yet, I have no desire to do that, no desire to revert the exercise. I suppose a sacrifice is always needed to bring forth the rains, to cause thunder to roar and lightning to strike the naked earth, to bring forth the floods that will wash the world anew. I have to. For who else will? In common mythos, there were giants who thundered across the earth, giants who stood with a foundation stronger than man, and nobility larger than the great Alex. They towered over the landscapes, ruling with justice, kindness, and humility above all else. Giants existed before the gods, before mankind, rooting themselves in our planet's history. Their ages, unknown. Their heights, varied from north to south. Northern giants had the power to overcome the strongest winds. Southern giants, the power to sustain civilizations and the strongest kingdoms. As mortal man grew to walk the earth, they developed an intrinsic relationship with these titans. What began as symbiotic eventually became parasitic in nature. Man asked and man received. Titan asked and Titan was ignored. These behemoths grew to be used for their strength, nobility, and kindness. A war of unfair oppression ultimately broke out. Giant and man collided together. What the giants had in power, man had in number. One by one, these gentle giants were cut down, their crowns placed upon man's temple to be made an example. And at the last giant's slaughtering, she cried to the heavens, that Ordner Seg, it will be alright. And it was. Today there are giants who stand tall across the earth. All around us, they surround, their roots planted within the ground. We still maintain the symbiosis we originally gained, but at this rate, parasitic development will partake. One by one, gentle giants are cut down. We steal their crowns to supply our towns. We destroy their kingdoms, stripping the citizens of their freedoms. We displace these peoples, killing genders, races, and entire species. A mass genocide of giants, a mass genocide of their kingdoms, a mass genocide of their peoples. We must be made an example, and crowns returned from our temple before the last tree is stricken down, the last jewel is ground, and the last animal is no longer around. So that at the last giant's slaughtering, she will not cry to the heavens, that Ordner Seg, and it will not be alright. In common mythos, there are still giants who thunder across the earth, the offspring of kings. Their foundations stretch beneath every living thing. They tower over landscapes, ruling with generosity, charity, and humility above all else. Giants existed before the gods, before mankind, rooting themselves in our planet's history, and should exist in our planet's future, long after mankind, greeting the gods as they return to the earth.
Song for Ina by Philip Sparke. Commissioned for Ricky McDonald in 1995, Song for Ina was written to capture the memory of a dear friend's wife, Ina, who had just passed away. Although it may be considered a solemn piece, Philip Sparke sprinkles emotional crescendos and moving lines within to keep morale high and hope at the heart of the song. For Ina and for all those who have passed.
My body doesn't know when to sleep anymore. Time is a broken clock, and all I have is reference for these pages. And there isn't one bit of ticking. At this rate, parasitic development, we will partake. Was it yesterday that I had the revelation? Or was it just seconds ago? I can't seem to remember. I just don't know anymore. I look back on these pages in disdain for I knew not what I would be inflicting on myself. But I did. I knew it would stretch my resilience thin. I knew that. Even going into the exercise, it was of my knowledge. But never would I have thought to lose control of my entire body, my entire being. Is this what monks go through? Is this what the greatest religious people, the architects of history, to live alone with nothing except their own thoughts as their lover, best friend, and accomplice? Am I? No. What has become of me is killing me. I cannot compare. I can't. The world is doomed. Innovation from destruction, obstruction to habitation, fuel for fires, stucco and tobacco, grading and degrading, creating and debating, push and pull, give without take, our stakes are fake to some, to others it is less of a double take, and more the pulling of a handbrake, the ceasing of innovation for the invitation to deliberation. We must stop. But this is our purpose, to reproduce, to innovate, and to explore. We've done everything to that and more. Is this what we swore? Did we swear to commit to this lifestyle ever since the beginning? Has this been the plan since the first inning? To globalize the plate of our own base, only to leave the dust kicking? We've turned crop to cash, hill to home, jungle to concrete, to thrive and to drive. Compared to 2 millennia ago, this is progress, the height of technological advancement, survival of the fit and the unfit, the stars just within our grasp. Our purpose has been fulfilled and will continue to be fulfilled forevermore. So we thank you, Earth, for what we become. We thank you, Earth, because our job's not done. There are people to feed, grid to free, and resources to need. There are parts of you we've never explored or even scored. We owe everything to you. So maybe this is how it was always supposed to have been, to cultivate, donate, and allocate life for us, to raise us from our youth, to give yet never receive, a parent to our everlasting seed, only to relieve yourself in knowing how high we soar, with each and every growth forward. So maybe, just maybe, this is how it was always supposed to have been, ever since the world was 10.
Nessun Dorma by Giacomo Puccini. Nessun Dorma is an aria from the final act of Giacomo Puccini's momentous opera Turandot. Turandot tells the story of a prince and princess and is one of the earliest enemies to lovers stories ever told. It features a prince, Prince Calafu falls for a princess, Princess Turandot, as he tries to win her over. After passing each and every challenge she offers the prince, she still resists but offers her hand. But eventually, Prince Calafu is able to win her over, and Nessun Dorma is his victorious anthem. Arranged for euphonium by Adam Frey, this is a brassy instrumental take on the classic opera song, making an emotional end to the powerful tale.
an attempt to come to terms with the future of our planet, an attempt to understand how we failed the world, and an attempt to define what we once called home. The world is doomed. What must be done to save our home? The world is doomed. Has this been the plan since the first inning? The world is doomed. Is this what we swore? The world is doomed. Is our fate and of our kin sealed in sin? The world is doomed. How can I make it up to you? The world is doomed. How can we? The world is doomed. We must stop. The ceasing of innovation for the invitation to deliberation. We steal their crowns to supply our towns. We destroy their kingdoms, stripping the citizens of their freedoms. We displace these peoples, killing genders, races, and entire species. Too late for change, too late for beach cleanups, too late for stopping the plastic particles from sliding down our softways. Too late for ceasing the rise of tides, too late for chilling of the glaciers, and too late for altering the history of today's sands. But this is our purpose, to reproduce, to innovate, and to explore. We've done everything to that and more, but this is where we score. After all, at the last giant slaughter, she cried to the heavens, they Ordner Seg, it will be alright, and it was. Or was it? Did we swear to commit to this lifestyle ever since the beginning? The moment we evolved from the murky deep, did we promise the earth that we chose to keep? Or was our purpose to emerge from the waters and lounge upon the sandy clouds that edge their atmosphere, the stars just within our grasp? Man asked, and man received. Earth asked, and earth shall receive. So we thank you, Earth, for what we've become. We thank you, Earth, because our job's not done. Push and pull, rise, fall, give without take. Our stakes are fake to some, to others it's less of a double take, and more the pulling of a handbrake. Before the last tree is stripped down, the last jungle is browned, and the last animal is no longer around. We can clean the beaches, we can clean the landfills, we can clean the cars, we can clean the sites, we can clean the forests, and we can clean our hearts, so that at the last giant slaughtering, she will not cry to the heavens, they Ordner Seg, and it will not be alright. So maybe, just maybe, this is how it was always supposed to have been, ever since the world was 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, Aidan Johnson.
Thank you to Shawn.